Well, hi, Spiritual View family. How are you? It's been about a minute since I've been here. If you are a regular here, you know me, I'm Marsha. I am one of 7 hosts on this channel, and I come with messages from Spirit on Mondays. So, if you're new here, welcome in. And I hope you will stick around and check out some of the other content. We have, again, like I said, 7 ladies on this channel. Each of us post content, a video every day. In addition, we go live at 10 a.m. on Mondays, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. So, what, if you can't tell, I am just kind of bumbling here a little bit today. The energies of the weekend have just been really intense, y'all. I don't know how you're faring. A little moody. And so what I like to do on Mondays is I like to take a look at the week ahead, kind of see what spirit wants to tell us by way of the tarot. If the tarot messages come up and it pairs naturally with something in astrology, I'll bring that in and we can talk about that. Of course, this week it is the 9th, Monday, the 9th of December. And this week we are marching on towards a couple of pretty big um, astrological events. Not that this weekend there were, I think, 9 significant transits happening over 4 days. And so some of that energy may still be reverberating with you. Um, the moon coming out today in Aries is going to make us want to go. Everything's going to be coming fast, right? And with planets, some significant planets still in retrograde, Mars and Mercury, things may not be happening as quickly as we want them to, but the energy is going to feel like it. Um, Wednesday, the moon's going to move into Taurus. It's going to make some funky oppositions. There's some other things happening on Wednesday with regard, Wednesday and Thursday with regard to Venus. So I would expect some, and Mercury in play, there could be some pretty turbulent times in the financial markets or in things that resources, things that bring us security happening midweek. Beliefs are going to be challenged towards the end of the week, and information is going to be flying fast and furious. With regard to making intentions or full moon intentions, that full moon's going to be happening on December 15th. Mercury is also stationing direct that day. So while things with regard to communication, signing of contracts, we're going to be starting to get a green light on that, but Mercury's not going to be totally out of the shadow until closer to the beginning of January. So intentions that you may be setting now, intentions that you may have set with the new moon in Sagittarius around the 1st of December, those are going to get reworked as Mercury, transverses back and forth over that 9-degree mark or the 23-degree mark. I think was the full moon. No, I'm talking about the new moon at 9 degrees. But so just know that Mercury's going to hit that 9-degree Sagittarius mark again this week. So manifestations that you were launching at the beginning of the month may get reworked. They're going to hit that 9 degrees again around the 22nd. So just know that this is a really blessed time. Even if manifestations aren't coming to fruition, the astrology, if you work with it, is going to benefit you, right? Spirit is trying to get you to rework the plans, really get them seated, what your true beliefs are, so that you can launch, right? I like that Capricorn energy. Like I said, towards the end of December would be maybe some energy to look into. So I was dropping into meditation personally and pulling some cards from the Gaia Oracle deck, and I was just struck at how I felt like it was a bigger reading than just for me. So we're going to start with that today, and then we are going to pull some tarot, like I said, for the week ahead. Um, but in my meditation, the first card that I pulled was this 44, Ocean of Eternal Love. And I immediately thought of some readings that the ladies had posted earlier this week. I know Sari referenced one that Elizabeth had done earlier in the week, and people just feeling cut off and isolated and alone. And, the spiritual path and sharing your gifts and breaking away from family structures and relationships that we didn't know what we didn't know. We built this construct of a person, but now we've jumped timelines and leaving that whole identity behind, and how it's just a harrowing adventure for all of us, but at times it's so lonely. It is so lonely. So this ocean of eternal love immediately made me think of the Rumi quote that, oh, and I hope I don't mess it up, but essentially, you are not a drop in the ocean. Um, the ocean, the entire ocean is within you. It's something to that effect. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but everything in the world circles around love, and that is you. Notice that full moon. I'm just noticing that now with that full moon coming in. This is a 44 card. It's a master number for sure. I'm going to read this Ocean of Eternal Love. Get that glare off there. Key words here are healing, creativity, and fertility. It is said that love conquers all. This is especially true for you at this moment. Something is resolved and healed through love. What was previously barren now becomes fertile. A seed is planted, and you are the co-creator. The conditions are favorable, the timing is right, a new creation awaits you. The birth of something new brings joy and excitement. The forever changing seasons of eternity turn their invisible wheel, and a new cycle begins. A new image is born. And it was at that point I got chills up and down my spine, remembering Cerie's reading and, you know, that energy of the unicorn, and really embracing this new image of you that is completely different than the life you were born to. If you've seen any of my readings, you've heard me preach this all year long. There's a life you were born to, and then there was a life you were born to live. And cutting the karma of the relationships with ourselves, with the people around us, those soul contracts that were catalysts for the change, were catalysts to get us on the journey, but they're not going with us. And it is humanly very difficult to cut that, but you are not alone. You are in an ocean of eternal love. You incarnated for this time so that you could be a unicorn going out, galloping, and everybody going, wow, look at that. I want to do that. How do I do that? This transition period to getting there, though, can feel very lonely. Underneath on the deck, I pulled the 33 card. I'm going to cover this just a little bit. This is the card of healing, the 33 card. Again, another master number. And you see how that heart is just lit up there. The key words here are reconnecting with your true nature. Let's see if we can hold this in a YouTube appropriate way. The lady featured on this card has journeyed far and wide, searching for happiness, which she has failed to find. Confused and tired, she surrenders and retreats to her inner sanctuary, a space of light inside her heart where she discovers a deep sense of peace. She rediscovers and reconnects to her true nature by letting go of all that is superficial in her life. She reflects on her past and is now able to see what is true, what is false, what is real, and what is an illusion. In the stillness of her heart, she hears a whisper, a message of love. Her heart is grateful for her return. Over the past months, you have inadvertently steered off course, gradually losing sight of what is truly important, and without realizing it, losing touch with the real you. It is time for you to reconnect and rediscover your true essence and your inner child. Stop searching externally, look within, and you will rediscover the magic. On this channel, we have coined a motto for the next year, merging our magic. And I hope you will take this as a sign from spirit that you are here co-creating with us, merging your magic, your modalities with ours on this beautiful journey. We are healing each other in the process just by hearing the messages. But what this really says to me is that the going inside, let me see if I can explain this. There are kind of three layers, or how I see a human being. There's the thinker, the knower, and the doer. And the thinker is what got us incarnated. The knower is the observer in your life. And the doer is the 3D kind of meat suit. And we've been so much in the doer stages that back of that, we lose sight of those. So the new image was born. Your heart is so happy to see you back, right? Self-love this week is going to be, again, very important. And I'm not just talking about having great hair and great nails and great skin and all of the things. I'm talking about the way you treat yourself, showing up in the world, feeling confident in the gifts you bring, no matter how unicorn in nature they are. Okay. I love that. Okay, so I want to get into the reading not real quick, but I think part of why I know part of why Cerie's reading even resonated with me that much more is an astrologer that I follow has recoined the zodiacal signs. So, for example, Sagittarius has always been known as the archer or the centaur. And in this re-imaging of ourselves this year, which is what all of this year has been about, he has recoined Sagittarius as the unicorns. So I was very convicted in that reading. Once again, that, I often show up in my 3D ways as I have always been. And that was Spirit's nudge to me to go ahead and be a little more open and free again with my gifts. And yeah, so I hope you will be encouraged in the same way as I was with her reading. So let's see what we're going to get for the week ahead. I'm going to pull cards for each day of the week from the top of the deck, and then cards for each day of the week for the bottom of the deck, so we can kind of take a peek around the corner, what we don't see coming. The cards from the bottom of the deck do represent, things that you may not be aware of for the energy for that day. So first, I'm going to pull three cards just to get a feel for the energy of the collective, kind of the overarching energy for the week. So we've got Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, excuse me, and the Devil. So what this says to me is we are making choices and decisions and manifesting differently. This is the opportunity for the week. So when I see a challenging card come up in the opportunity, it's an opportunity to leave abusive and toxic situations. It's going to be an opportunity to reclaim your power. Okay. I love that energy. So Two of Wands coming in, like I said, just future planning. See, they've got the scrolls there. The sun is coming up. Wands are about action, choosing your path, and preparing for the journey ahead. That energy is clarified with this lovely grounded Page of Pentacles. Very loyal, consistent, and faithful energy. What we would love starting out the week and starting a journey. And this little bitty old page staring right at that nasty old devil. Right? The opportunity, again, as I said, is going to be for some people, this is going to be an opportunity to continue shadow work if you've been doing that. Um, but again, it's going to be moving away from toxic patterns with yourself or relationships out into the world. Okay. So let's pull cards for each day of the week and then we'll talk about it. So today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I love that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And underneath, we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ooh, okay. We're going to take that too. Oh, I'll take both of those. I love that. Okay. So Monday, like I said, is a lot of fast moving energy. That is the moon in Aries. Okay. This is going to be could be a lot of tension, disagreements. We've got a 5 of Wands here. And this is also probably likely a clash of egos, that Mars retrograde action happening can very much feel like that. And as I mentioned, while the moon in Aries wants us to get up on Monday and go and get shit done, we've got some pretty significant retrograde planets still. So befuddled is a good way to describe Monday. Underneath and what we don't see coming, this is again an opportunity to slow down. And I'm looking, this is go inside. If you guys caught the Friday live last week or any of the messages really that Dawn and Angie did with regard to the retrograde planets, all of us in all of our videos have been giving the advice to turn inward to your creative talents, your endeavors. What did you love to do as a child? Did you macrame? Did you color? Did you play in a physical sport? Excuse me. Whatever it was, this is a wonderful opportunity, and Spirit is encouraging you to stay grounded in that work. Go back to these, you know, um, kind of creative endeavors. This is also a card like, imagination, but not running wild. Okay. This is slow, um, trotting kind of energy. This also speaks to me that even with the disagreements that are going on the surface, there is an opportunity for a middle ground, for mediation, for there to be a soothing of the kind of egotistical energies, perhaps. Let's talk about Tuesday. Lovely Page of Cups coming in. So an idealistic dreamer is what I always see with this card. So this could be just very curious about the possibilities ahead, diving into that inner child creativity, the world around us, just kind of tune it out on Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of forceful, action-oriented kind of energy. Underneath on Tuesday, we have the Sun card. Unicorn, hello. So in what you don't see coming on Tuesday, I mean, there's an opportunity for ultimate happiness, pure positive energy. I'm going to just repeat that this is an inside job, okay? If you are finding yourself around people who are not making you feel this way, leave. If it's a neighbor who is driving the shit out of you and they're doing the same crap they always do, if you can't put it out of your mind or make a game or something to distract yourself, if it's just going to gnaw and chew at you, then leave for a little while. turn on music and get your happy dance on, something. This is the energy to be embracing going forward, not just tomorrow, not just this week. In all ways, we're lifting the vibration of Earth and co-creating new energies, okay? Beautiful sunshine, a boost in our confidence. I love that. I love that because, like I said, by Wednesday, I think we're going to be starting to get the turbulence in resources, in the news, and communications, and things like that. And Tarot's confirming that. Two of Pentacles on Wednesday. This is about choices, choices involving generally material matters, right? So weighing up your options, quite literally, I think, could be happening on Wednesday. And in what we don't see coming, we have a warning here from Spirit, Seven of Wands, stand your ground. Just maybe no action on Wednesday, right? Let the energy just pass over you, okay? Um, no action can be action, okay? Especially when these toxic energies they're going to come hard this week. I have a feeling for some of you that is true. You know, you've been cutting off things that no longer belong in your life, and it's been difficult. It keeps coming back around. It's going to come back around again. I just said that. Mercury's not done with us until about the beginning of January, and then Mars is going to stay retrograde until mid to late February. So this is the card of long perseverance in your boundaries. You're playing the long game, okay? Um, Protecting your position. And she's not moving, okay? You're not outwardly lambasting people. You're just protecting your positions, okay? Thursday, hello. Look at that wonderful balanced energy. The opportunity here for real stability in not, you know, choosing not to go into fear. I didn't mention this, but we do have the moon later in the week is going to be making some aspects to the North Node and Black Moon Lilith. So again, this push with the North Node in Aries, the moon making aspects to that to really pull away from the we and move into the me energy, okay? For your own happiness. And to not be afraid. That Black Moon Lilith energy, God, she's a you know what, but um, you are being asked, I think, there's going to be an opportunity to have new community, is what I'm hearing. Have new community that is balanced. You know, often this is a card of family and friends and celebrations, off the wedding card, reunions, things like that. Very happy. This is an Aries card, although by Thursday the energy will be into Taurus. But maybe this is, I just noticed the castle in the distance. You know, I mentioned playing the long game to the Aries kind of time next spring, even standing our ground, playing the long game for the happiness we know is ahead of us, right? In what you don't see coming on Thursday, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I love that. This would be generosity, giving. I'm just hearing overspending. Okay, put the credit cards away. I know we're getting close to Christmas and everybody okay, this just took a different turn after I'm hearing pay attention to those financial markets on Wednesday, okay? There may be a downturn, there may be some anxiety about it, but we could be a little spendthrift getting ready for holidays and feeling the pinch here, being a little reckless with our spending, perhaps. Maybe. That definitely jumped out for some of you. Oh, how funny. I'm getting tickled over that. But for others of you, as I mentioned, this is, taking the long view down the road, happy home, having that stability. because we've stood our ground, and we can then be in a position to be generous with others again. I don't think this is the time right now. There's been so much. I'm hearing a lot from my clients and in the light worker community that we want to take everybody with us. And I think that comes from a place of our immediate family members, our friends, the acquaintances we've had for a long time. We want to take everybody with us. And it's very painful that we can't do it. And empaths are just processing all that information. Um, but we can't do that. I don't know why that's popping out right now, but somebody needs to hear that it's okay to just know that if you don't get it worked out in this lifetime and it's an important enough soul contract, you'll pick it up in the next. You'll meet them in heaven. They're not going anywhere that you can't find them. Okay. I don't know why that came out, but it did. Okay. Friday, oh sweet Friday, coming in with some justice energy. So that's definitely in tune with the astrology coming into the latter part of the week, because Gemini revealing information, Gemini and Jupiter about legal things, could be consequences, weighing the accountability aspect. I think this, aspects later this week could very much reveal prominent Leo-esque people, so leaders, celebrities, justice getting served or things being revealed. Universal laws, I can't even speak, universal laws of karma are going to be at play come Friday. And underneath, divine masculine showing up in what we don't see coming. So this is structure, authority coming in, levying some justice here. Or it could be directed, I mentioned Leo-esque type figures, could also be these emperor type figures that something is revealed about them where they were previously, tables get turned, those kinds of things. And then we've got Saturday into Sunday. I'm going to say Saturday night is when I would be doing my full moon ritual work. So this is about doing the work. Eight of Pentacles, it's about mastering your craft, focusing on just being dedicated to your work. This is a time to focus on you. May feel like getting out, being chatty and communicative. Saturday night, this could be a thirst for knowledge coming in. I'm hearing skill developments with it paired with this Eight of Pentacles here. Oops, excuse me. So this may not be the perfect time to launch a new study, but our mind is going to be very curious for the information. Or you could be chatting about commitments, high standards, something in that concrete. I love this energy for Sunday in the full moon. We do have Mercury going direct, coming out strong with this beautiful Queen of Swords energy, right? Libra energy. Having some direct communications, just opening up, kind of like a breath of fresh air, coupled with King of Cups. What lovely energy for Sunday. like I said, I personally feel like the energy of that full moon on the 15th could get reworked since we've got Mercury retrograde um, but at least we're feeling some relief in that this, devoted, mature, emotional energy, very compassionate and supportive, having some clarity in perhaps where our goals are that we've been working on. Um, so overall, as I said, the energy we're coming in, we're making some choices this week, very subtle, kind of internal, to turn away from these long-standing toxic people and patterns. They have no place in the future. And this one was jumped out on us. I know many of us are worried about what that looks like going forward. But this is, this trapped and helpless victim mentality is just being blown away. The universe is here with an awakening. Okay. If we stay in this energy, there's going to be a real reckoning, excuse me. So overall, as we're kind of moving through, I look at things as in an evolutionary process. Moving through this week, we have come to this week in the beginning feeling very at odds with people, at odds because we're not able to be our true selves around them, and it is breaking our hearts. And the transition to finding this this new place where we do have this 1111 beautiful harmonious energy, how we get there right now is just going to have to do the work of standing your ground quietly, keeping at your talents. Don't stop showing up for yourself or for the world. We hear it all the time. We need more light workers. Not that we need more light workers, but I think it's just this gentle encouragement of get out there and share your message, shine your light. Um, People need to see it. They need clarity. They need love and compassion. And if you're here watching this, then you are on the spiritual journey, which means you can provide this for someone else. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Let me see if I can get a couple cards. I'm going to ask for advice going forward, please. Advice. What do we need to know going forward this week? See if we can get a Oh, that one almost jumped out. See if we can get a volunteer, and if not, then we'll just listen for this. Oh, there we go. We got a couple here. Well. Advice is let the painful endings come. You're in Sagittarius energy. The archangels are here supporting you. Take this in and balance it, okay? Lay down your burdens. Lay them all down. This is a time where this exhausting energy, right? We're not going to deny that it's there, but spirit is here offering you this beautiful balance and this Four of Swords energies and the rest and the relaxation. That is the way to work through it. We're not going to engage. We're going to go inward. We know that the only thing we can control is ourself. Okay. We're going to focus on loving ourselves, taking extra good care of ourselves, getting plenty of rest, staying hydrated, staying grounded, doing our spiritual self-protection work as well. Okay. Because this, 8, 9, I'm sorry, 8 and 10 of swords right here towards the end. So, you know, like I said, Spirit's just telling you it's going to be tough this week. This 8 of Swords energy, 8 and 10 of Swords energy are both Gemini, Gemini energies. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. 8 of Swords is in degree astrology. It is associated with Jupiter. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jupiter in Gemini. And we're going to be having I mean, that retrograde action still going on there, plus the new moon going on there. Expect the painful endings. You know they're happening, but you are not helpless. You are absolutely not helpless in this. Um, this beautiful Temperance Archangel energy is here for us this week. So let's see. I'm going to use, I think in just summary, I just want to say that, for each one of us here on the channel, leaving behind all kinds of corporate jobs, lives. Over the past several years, there are so many friends that I just don't even speak to anymore. We don't even converse over social media. I'm done pretending, um, so to speak. And I just want to encourage you to do the same. I know it's difficult, um, but you owe it to yourself. Okay. You owe it to yourself to just remember that you are still healing, um, this ocean of eternal love, right? It exists for you, for me, for all of us here. I'm going to use this as a kind of an outro, if you will, this lovely little affirmation morning mantra cards. And I received this as a gift from a viewer of the channel. And Miss Peggy, thank you so much. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Peggy in person, and I am so thankful to her, to this entire community that we are building. But meeting her in person was such a surreal experience to know that by me just showing up, offering the messages that Spirit is sending to me, interpreting the cards, working with the timeline of the astrology, I'm able to touch someone else. It is super humbling. And I'm just so thankful. So anyway, Miss Peggy brought me this lovely little adorable deck of cards. And if you know anything about me, I often draw a sweary affirmation card at the end of my readings. And what I found is these little boogers, they're a little sassy. They're not necessarily sweary, but they're definitely some of them very sassy. So it is Monday. Mondays are my jam. I love Mondays. Let's go off with a lovely and fun morning mantra, courtesy of Peggy, one of our longtime viewers. She might have been one of the very first subscribers to the channel. So Peggy, thank you. Thank you for helping this channel grow. Thank you to the rest of you. Come back this morning at 10 a.m. if you're able, 10 a.m. Eastern, and catch the ladies live. I can't join them. I'm going to be on the road later today. Fridays, we'll be back with another live at 6 p.m. Eastern. So check those out. What is our morning affirmation for the day? It's a unicorn. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, we cannot make this shit up, people. Here we go. Today is a piñata full of unknowns. Time to crack that sucker open and pounce directly on the good stuff. Holy crap, a piñata, a unicorn piñata. Can you believe that? Wow. Wow. I am just taken aback by Spirit is showing up in so many wonderful ways, weaving this beautiful, cohesive message through all of our readings. And wow, I I can't even tell you, I don't normally watch readings before I come in here to record, but something made me want to watch Cerie's reading. And now I know. Look, I'm going to pass it on to you guys and just encourage you. Here we go. The mantra for Monday for today is: today is a piñata full of unknowns. Time to crack that sucker open and pounce directly on the good stuff. Mwah. I hope you have a great day, a great rest of your week, y'all. I will be back here later in the week to co-create some more good, fun juju with you. And until then, I love you, and I'll see you later.